This is what it looks like when you upgrade a Surron clone with 50 times the legal power limit. This new company is the first I've seen offer a full plug-and-play kit for any Surron type bike. So if you're upgrading your bike, rather than buying the controller from one place, the battery from another, the motor from another, and figuring it out, Ventus is offering it all as a kit. Or you can buy an entire fully built bike just like this one, or it could be a Surron eridepro Talaria, your choice, just with this kit. It's got the VTB controller, VTB motor, which I bet you is a Surron motor with a cover on it, and a super fancy dual plug full color screen 72 volt 50 amp hour battery that fits without barely raising the lid. Ventus also added a regen throttle and reverse gearing. The display is super sleek, but it's also the most functional I've ever seen. Like, it can connect to any battery's BMS via Bluetooth and display its status as well as the voltage of every single cell, all right here on the center display. It also shows trip information, so the distance traveled, the time, the average speed, and controller information, your temperature, your max current, throttle voltage. This display has so many features, it's giving TI-84, but like in a good way. Color-wise, it's not my cup of tea. There's a lot going on here. I would do it differently, but that doesn't matter. I've been told this bike's incredibly powerful, so let's start it out in the dirt. Let me see that shirt. Bang. It's my very first time on the Ventus. It's push to start. It's got a little speaker on it. That's the first. Feels pretty much just like a Surron. You've got 3 drive modes, and within each drive mode, you have 6 modes within that. I'm gonna start in the lowest drive mode, in the lowest mode within that. Jim's on my eridepro SS with unicycle wheels, but besides that, it's stock. What's up?
I watch your videos, man. Are you recording a video right now?
Yeah, I'm trying out this new bike.
Damn, man.
Look at this hill climb. Nice, Jim. Look at this spot. And then there's a huge flat space over that way too. Jim's sending it on the Pro SS. I'm gonna go up a couple modes into mode 3 here. Yeah, that's good. Let's turn it even higher though. Okay, so now we're in the highest mode of... It's hard to explain, there's so many different levels here, but we're in a higher mode now. Let's try this. Sick, even more, let's do more. Let's go straight into the highest possible power mode, I'm curious. Every person who I've talked to about this bike or this setup has told me like it's unmanageable in the higher levels, but we're in the highest right now, so let's give it a try. Holy sh**!
He's a $7 million bull rider. JB Mooney.
That is an awesome amount of power. Oh, let's try the regen throttle. Oh, it's locking the rear. That's all regen. You don't even have to use the brake pads. Look at this spot. This is amazing. You can like turn with just the throttle. Dude, this is so fun. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just drifting, like, you just give it throttle and it just drifts.
What do you think?
I'm loving it. I'm just having fun f***ing around. Jim's full throttle. I don't want to gas him with the rocks, but I could have flown by him. Okay, Jim.
Is there even a fucking path there?
Dude, let's do the hill climb.
Oh my god. I'm not doing that. Dude, look at how gnarly that one. I'm not going.
I'm definitely trying it.
Bro, it's gonna be so...
I'm sending it.
I want you to send it, but
Jim's like the ultimate mix between send it bro energy and concerned father energy.
Yeah.
It's not a question of the power, it's how you can control it.
I can't believe you got that far. That's a steep ass hill. I don't think you guys realize how steep it is.
What do you think, Jim?
I was impressed that you got up that far.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's got so much power. It's just muscling.
Dude, it's so fun. It's not even about the power. It's more skill and technique. And I had neither. Here we go. Let's clean the bike up before we throw these street wheels on. I'm using my Charge PEV waterless wash. This is really all you need to keep your bikes looking amazing. Look how it does the carbon fiber. Oh, nice on the handlebar components because you don't need to use water. And it does leave your wheels and tires looking particularly nice. Now that we're all cleaned up, let's swap these wheels out. Here's the front wheel, looking good. There were no issues installing the front wheel. It took forever to take the rear wheel off. Look at this. And I realized it's because the brake mount doesn't have the cutout right here. If you've installed a Surron wheel, you know why there needs to be a cutout there. I don't know how they expect you to install this. And then when I was putting the Surron wheel on, I realized that the axle is actually a lot thicker on this clone. So I needed to take the axle out of my Surron back there. But once the brake's on, I was now having clearance issues. It was rubbing on the caliper and on the bolts. Luckily, I had the perfect size spacer. That's why you always keep your loosies. And now it's all lined up perfect. We got the Supermotos on. It looks good. I'm excited to try this out. Let's bring it to the street. All right, I need a moment with the gas guys. Talk to me when your gas bike can do this. Come on, reverse, baby. Okay, the GoPro's telling us our speed in the top left. It should be more accurate than the display anyway, because the display's used to different wheels. Here we go, full throttle. If that's not 70, then they got to turn this shit up, because I did 70 on my Surron motor, 72 volt. But the throttle feel and the power is incredible. I'm really enjoying this. A lot of fun, actually. Now, one thing I don't like about this bike is that there's 18 power levels. So you've got 3 drive modes on the right, and within each drive mode, you've got 6 power levels. And you can go into the app and adjust every single one of them. It's too much. It's way too much. I need like 2, right? So they do have a race mode where that's what it does. It just gives you 2. So I'll switch into race mode, and it's cool. It changes the display as well. You hold down the OK button. Now we're in race mode, and what that, oh, it's not, it's tripping. Bus OVP. I have no idea what that means. Oh, look at that electric Hummer. Those things are crazy. Turn it on and off. I like that push to start, but if you're concerned about safety, you can program a passcode, or you can have your phone Bluetooth connect to it. So if you're within proximity, it'll unlock the bike. But there's no key, it's just a push to start. I don't know, I think I'd rather have a key. We're good, we're back. Let's see if race mode works now. There we go. So now my speed is right there if it's accurate, 18 miles an hour. It changes the display so it's more simple and the numbers are bigger. I actually wish it always looked like the race mode screen. This bike is $7,500. But if you think about it, That makes so much more sense financially than buying a Surron or a clone, tearing off a perfectly good battery, perfectly good motor, perfectly good controller, buying replacement upgrades and putting those on. If that's your intention, then you should really like this as an option, because it hasn't been an option, a bike that's fully upgraded. And with that, it means the company takes responsibility for these upgrades. If you pair a controller with one company with a battery from another and a motor from another, and there's an issue, who's taking responsibility for that, right? Whose warranty is that? This is so fucking fast, powerful. But if you're just looking for a bike to unbox and go 60 miles an hour, off-road, on the street, whatever, that's where the eridepro comes in. But if you want something that's fully upgraded, like people can spend $10, $15, $20,000 building a bike like this, maybe once you add suspension and brakes. Make 75 not seem too bad for something like just like it. And just riding the powertrain, I can definitely see myself throwing this on my Surron, which I'm about to rebuild. I haven't mentioned it. I have like 20 new upgrades already. They already got delivered. I already have them. And I'm rebuilding the Ronster, baby. It's coming back. But maybe I'll throw this powertrain on it. It's the last thing I've been waiting for is the controller. I've got everything else. So it's nice that they sell the upgrades individually as well. Let's try the regen brake right here. You hear it locking the wheel? That's nice. As far as the regen throttle, I'm very big regen. I'll fucking glaze a regen throttle any day. If you've got an e-bike without a regen throttle, you're wasting so much potential, right? When you're braking with just the regen throttle, which I'm doing here, you're transferring all that braking energy, all that inertia right back into the battery. That's amazing. You can't do that on a gas bike, so it definitely makes a lot of sense to take advantage of it if you can. And in addition to that, obviously it saves your rear brake, which is nice because those can get expensive after replacing them a bunch of times. Regen throttle and literally that reverse, you don't need it all the time, but when you do need reverse, it's so nice. Having the regen and reverse are really nice features to this whole setup. And in addition to the display, which I love the display. This is the most functional, low profile display ever for these bikes. And the simplicity of it all coming in one kit and having the support from just one company instead of 6. I think this is a big deal. I think everyone should look out for this VTB brand, whether you're just getting the upgrades on their own or an entire bike built. This shit's crazy. This is a, oh, I just want to pass so bad. This is a $10,000, $15,000 Surron for $7 grand, and you don't even have to build it. And I think they're gonna start building on real Surrons, Talarias. Fucking whips! That's not even the highest power mode. Okay, there we go. That's nice. Very predictable on the throttle. Super nice. I like it. It's wild to think how far this industry has come. It would have been a real pain in the ass to build a bike and have this riding experience. And now you can just order it. That's crazy. What's scary about that is the same thing with Teslas. Is you've got anyone and their brother hopping into one, and they just casually have the power of a supercar, and now it's super dangerous. Same with this. It's like anybody can order it and unbox it, put it together, but now you've got anybody riding one of these things. This is not a beginner bike. Please, please, this is not a beginner bike. If you're just getting into this, you're way better off buying a Surron or an eridepro or Talaria, and then if you want, upgrade it as you go. This is, I mean, who's the market for a bike like this? Fucking crazy ass people. If you're one of them, go check it out. I linked it down below. Here's the winner of the Falcon Grunt and the winner of the Brat. Bro, he's in Australia, so we're working on shipping him that bike. But thank you everyone who entered that giveaway. As always, thank you so much for watching until the end. Hasta luego.
Yeah.